Hi, welcome back to my channel. I know that many of us going to be in tight budget this year, especially with the tariff situation, but don't stop to create art because we have less budget. I found this Mont Marte Water-Soluble oil pastel. I probably butchered the name, but oh well. This set has 36 color. I found it at Home Goods. I think it was around $10. I believe you can find the 48 set on Amazon. I'll see if I can find it and then put my affiliate link in the description area. So let's take a look. It does have the color chart inside here, but I would encourage you to swatch it on the paper you use instead of just looking at this chart. So here are all the colors. I see white, yellow, orange, and then red, pink, purple color, blue, dark blue, lighter blue, green, olive green color, pastel green I believe, and then brown, light skin tone, and then you have many options for dark skin tone, and then gray, and then black. If this set works well for me, I may get the 48 set from Amazon because they are pretty affordable. So to keep things on the low budget, I'm using this 5 Below watercolor sketchbook. I know it doesn't have the best paper, but if it's just for practice and have fun, I don't see why not. First, I'm going to put them all down on paper before adding water to dissolve them. I learned to always swatch my art supplies on the paper that I want to use because they can perform quite differently on different papers. So far, the oil pastel feels pretty soft on paper. They do have some crumbs, and I can see some bits and pieces kind of flake off. Most of these colors are quite vibrant, but some of them are definitely on the more opaque side. These are definitely cost effective. Without comparing the physical size, Caran Neocolor II can cost 5 to 10 times more depending on where and when you purchase them. Recently, when I use water-soluble medium, I tend to use really warm water to dissolve them. I'm not sure if warm water actually helps to dissolve them more effectively, but that's what I have been trying lately. So far, these oil pastels, they dissolve pretty well on paper. Even with the crumbs, once you add water, they dissolve easily. Not sure if you have noticed, once I added color, you can tell that the color is not as vibrant. This is slightly because with cheaper art supply, they tend to add more filler and binder to the colors. With Neocolor II, you don't see such a drastic difference. So I would say if you are someone who like to draw or paint with many colors, this could be a good choice. But if you tend to just use a few colors, then it may be more cost effective to just buy Neocolor II, since you are able to buy Neocolor II with open stock. In terms of light fastness, I don't think you can depend on this since they are so affordable. Art supply that involve using water, they tend to be less light fast. I used to care so much about light fastness after watching all the influencers video. But recently, I focus more on creating, learning, and having fun. Unless my work is going to get displayed in National Art Gallery, I don't see why I need to worry about light fastness. I mean, I'm just a regular person who loves to paint and draw, and as a person, I'm not light fast at all. As I get older, I learned that everything fades away if you give it enough time. I think sometimes we can be too obsessed with light fastness of art supplies. I have a drawing that I made using cheap color pencil that has been hanging on my wall in my office for over a year now, and nothing has changed, to be honest. And if my drawing is going to fade, so be it. I may be the weird one because I think things are more special when it has an expiry date. And of course, I understand the purpose of light fastness. And if you are a professional selling your work, do what your client wants because that's part of the work. I'm just here having fun. Being a professional, I'm sure if you see this video, you know what you are doing, and you definitely do not need to listen to my opinions. But again, there was someone who taped a banana on the wall and called it an art. Light fastness was probably not important to that artist. From what I noticed, great art tend to base on a good concept. Often, it's not all about the technique, even though I understand that technique can be quite important, especially if you are into ultra-realism artwork. Personally, when I purchase art, I like to get something playful, casual, that express something that shows personality. As a photographer, if I want something to look real, I might as well just take a picture. Just to be careful if you are new to creating art, and a professional give you a lot of restriction, tell you a lot of what's not to do, I realize that that's a good way to establish authority, but that doesn't serve you any good. If you are new, the last thing you want is being restricted. I would say don't fall for that. Just keep trying, keep learning, and you will improve and know what you are doing. Okay, so now that they are dry, let's take a look at the colors. Start with the white. The white was quite opaque, and then the light yellow, more saturated yellow. And then I think they could have used a darker orange color because these are kind of light. And then this is kind of a pastel red tone. This is supposed to be their red, but still a little bit lean more magenta. I think it would be nice if they would add a deep true red color. I think this is kind of common for most of the budget art supply. And then they have pink color, warmer purple, purple color, pastel purple. Seem to be quite a few purple color in such small set. And then they have quite a few of blues as well, but none of them is really dark. And then keep going, you have teal color and some different green tones. These are more olive tones. This is supposed to be mint green, but it really doesn't show up much at all. And then some brown tone, warm brown, cooler brown, and then lighter gray, darker gray, and black color. Overall, it's not bad. You can see that this oil pastel, they dissolve pretty well. But the thing is, this set doesn't have a truly dark color other than the black. I wonder if the 48 set would give you better colors. Since these colors are on the lighter side, I think this would be a good material for, let's say, art journaling. And next, I'm going to try to create a drawing to see if I'm able to use this with my drawing style. First, I'm going to do a drawing with Sailor Fude fountain pen. And I did use waterproof ink, so later when I add the water-soluble oil pastel, the line is not going to get smeared. I will also try to figure out if I can include a link to let you all download the files for whoever that is interested in coloring this bird. By the way, I really appreciate you taking time to watch my video, to share your thoughts in the comment area and like this video. If you are new to my channel and haven't noticed, I do love to chit chat with you all in the comment area. Anyway, while I was making this video, I recall something that I haven't told anybody. When I was a kid, I tried to take a watercolor class and learn from a local artist, but I was rejected because I wasn't being seen to have the talent. He only took in students who are genius and can win in competition. As a kid, I didn't know how to deal with that rejection. I think I just boxed it up and put it away as if it never happened. For a long time in my life, I was afraid of watercolor without knowing the reason. I was afraid to try or learn watercolor. I guess deep down, I thought I was not worth it. I kept feeling like I was never going to be good at it. So why bother trying? I didn't realize things that happened during my childhood can have such a long-lasting effect. I pushed it down so deep that I didn't even know the issue exists. It was like a magical spell that I just simply couldn't touch watercolor. This only changed in recent years after seeing so many of you trying and enjoying watercolor on YouTube. If you have watched my other videos, you probably noticed that I have since tried some watercolor painting. Am I at professional level? Of course not, but I'm okay with that. I now realize I don't have to be a genius to enjoy watercolor. I'm okay being average. As long as I enjoy painting with watercolor, I will keep doing it. The luxury of being average is I don't have to worry about being good. It's a pure joy to simply enjoy watercolor. I think sometimes we are all too harsh on ourselves and forget to just enjoy life. So here is my finished drawing. After I filmed my drawing process, I did go back to add some darker green and some brown tree branches to just make the background looks more interesting because I wasn't quite happy with the background. I do feel like with this bird drawing, I think the colors, they look a little muddy. They probably didn't use pure pigment for their colors. So if you want to use this in your art sketchbook, maybe don't mix too many colors together and keep it simple. I think simple is better. This was another drawing I did using this oil pastel. I think I like this one better. As you can see, it's less color here. And the way I fill in the color, I was more casual and free about it. So lesson learned, with this set of water-soluble oil pastel, it's better to keep it simple so that the color would look brighter and cleaner. It's a learning experience for me. If you just want to use them casually or when you travel, I think this is a good one for like travel journal. Keep it simple, but maybe not for serious art creation. Overall, I think for the price it's unbeatable. It's a good price, but I don't think it performed anywhere near Neocolor II. So if you are new to creating art or drawing and you want to add some simple color to your drawings, I think this could be a good option. Only $10 from Home Goods. Or you can get the 48 set from Amazon. They are very affordable and they are not bad for the price. I hope this quick swatch and drawing section helped you to learn more about this product, and hopefully I will share more with you all soon. Bye!